Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received, and the translation, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? So I am about to share things with you, things that I have never told anyone. It is risky and it is something that I am not proud of, but it feels like I cannot hold it anymore in my heart. I am a married woman living what should be a normal life, a happy life here in Johannesburg. To everyone around me, I am just another wife, a woman with a very stable marriage, a good job and a decent home. But behind all of these illusions, there is a secret, something that has become almost unbearable to live with. To tell you the truth, like this is my honest truth. I have everything that I want. My husband is a good man, but I am addicted to sex. And now I am cheating on my husband to feed that addiction. People of God, I can't control myself. I know how terrible that sounds. I know the weight of these words, but this is my sad reality, the secret that has been consuming me piece by piece. This is not something that I ever planned on or even thought that I was going to be capable of doing. When I married my husband, things were wonderful. He is a good man, a kind, a hardworking man, the kind of a husband most women would be lucky to have. I felt happy, satisfied, and secure in those early years, but somehow along the way, the spark that we shared started to fade away. Life became the same thing over and over again, like we were just going round and round in a loop. It was more like a routine, even a little bit unpredictable. He still loved me, I knew that, but there was this growing emptiness in me that I could not even explain where it was coming from. A hunger for something more than just our marriage just was not satisfying. At first, I tried to ignore it. I thought that it was a phase. I did everything that you think I should have done. I bought those toys whenever I was feeling like I needed a man. Then I would be using the toys on myself. But then I started craving for a real human being. I did not want these things inside my body anymore. But the craving only grew stronger. I became restless, irritable, all the times angry with my husband since he was unable to provide the sex as I wanted it, like all the times. I found myself fantasizing about things I never used to, things that felt foreign to the person that I thought I was. It was as if something had awakened inside of me, the spirit of prostitution, something powerful that I could not even control. Then one night, everything changed. My husband was away on a business trip, so I decided to go out with some of my friends. We went to a very nice bar, had some drinks, and I was feeling so guilty since I was a prayerful woman. And we went there and we laughed. It was almost like harmless fun, or so I thought. But then I met this other guy. He was handsome, charming, the kind of a man who catches your attention the moment that he walks into a room. He had this good energy about him, like he was exciting, and I was drawn to him instantly. Me and this guy, we then started talking. We spoke for a very long time, and it felt like I was under some kind of a spell. He made me feel seen. He made me to feel like I was desired by him, which made me to feel really nice. We laughed, flirted, and before I even realized what was happening, I was leaving the bar with him. We went back to his place, and that night I felt a rush unlike anything that I had experienced in a couple of years. The guilt was there, knowing that this was adultery, the adultery that I was committing as a married woman. But since it was really nice, then I never thought about it anymore. It was really great throughout the night. The next morning, I told myself that it was a mistake, that it would never happen again. But that night, like it had awakened something inside of me, something that I could not put back to sleep. I found myself thinking about him constantly, keep on thinking about each and every detail. I started texting him, meeting up with him again and again, each time telling myself that it was going to be the last, but it never was the last. Every time I was with him, I felt the same rush. It became like a drug, something that I just needed to feel normal. Even right now, I cannot operate on a daily basis without having sexual intercourse. I am talking about a woman, even when she is on her period, who needs it. I need it all the times. And people of God, I want you to assist me. I am an expert to leading a double life. At church, they see me as a very good wife, but when I am alone, I act as if I am a prostitute. I have a story for each and every occasion, and my friend, she is sticking up for me. She is my alibi all the time. She is the one who knows that I am suffering. Every time that I see the love in that is written all over my husband, it really gives me a lot of guilt, like a punch into the gut. But even the guilt is not enough to make me to stop. I can think about it for a couple of seconds, but when I think about making love to a man, I just do not care about my husband, my marriage anymore. Believe you me, I have tried to stop so many times. I have promised myself that I will never do it again. I might go maybe for 2 days, but when I do it, I can keep on doing it for more than a month, cheating on my husband with different men. If at least I had someone, only one guy, but the problem is that no man can keep up with me, with my demands. I do not demand cash from a man, but I demand sex each and every time. And I feel that what I'm doing, it is totally wrong. But a part of me does not want to let go of that feeling that I feel after making love to a different man. My husband, when I look at him, he deserves better. He is a good man, a man who has given me a stable, comfortable life. And yet, this is what has driven me to seek all these men that can never give me financial security if it happens that my husband one day will catch me cheating. There have been close calls, moments when I thought that he would find out, when my heart would race, convinced that the truth is about to come out. Once he came home early from a trip, and I barely managed to make it back in time, still smelling like the cologne of the man that I had been with the night before. He even said, "You're smelling different." Brother Naishi, there was a time when I forgot a text open on my phone, a message from one of the guy that I had spent the night with, and the condom had burst. So we were talking about it, and I had to quickly grab my phone before he could read it. My husband is a good Christian man. I am terrified of losing him. Here I am confessing to strangers, hoping that maybe someone will understand. Because as much as I hate myself for what I have done, as much as I despise this addiction that has taken over my life, I cannot deny that a part of me does not want me to stop. Please, people of God, assist me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who received this message. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.